I'm recording this video from the Netherlands. It's very rainy today, about 9 a.m. And within 1 hour I'm gonna do a podcast about God also has an opinion. I like the topic religion, but I also love speaking about other topics. So yesterday I had a conversation with a woman who I make videos for, as I am a video maker, and she does stand-up comedy. Her name is Sandhya. And as we were together in this Zoom meeting and looking at one of her videos, and I was picking short videos from that long recording that we made, she was so authentic, and then at the end of the video she started laughing like, oh my god, what I just said might seem a bit awkward. So as I was looking at 90% of that short video together with her, we were like, oh, that's so powerful and everything, and then at the end she was like kind of downgrading herself, kind of feeling inferior about herself. And then I told her, I really recognize as a man how you're feeling as a woman. Which part? The part that you feel inferior about yourself because you might be a weird person. She does stand-up comedy and she makes these weird jokes and she has this great story, but then at the end she's 47 years old now. She told me she has no kids, so there's also some insecurities that she feels. Basically, being a person that doesn't really fit into this world is in which part I recognize myself as a man. This morning while I was doing my workout, I was watching a video on YouTube of the channel Dry Creek Wrangler School. It's this cowboy guy with a beard and a hat, cowboy hat. And he was speaking about men that don't fit in. So I was thinking about yesterday, that woman feels like she doesn't fit in. I feel as a man now that I don't fit in. And I really liked this message because he's a man that tried to put himself in a box, whatever that might mean. Maybe getting a career, trying to get the maximum out of your YouTube channel as an entrepreneur, because I'm an entrepreneur for 6 years. I make videos and help people tell their stories. And then I was thinking about my last 6 years, since 2018, and I haven't been as strategic as I used to be. And this man, cowboy man, told me in the video, like it was so personal, so I wanted to record a personal video to you to encourage men that feel inferior sometimes. He said, it doesn't matter if you don't follow the way that lots of people do in this world, that seems logical, that seems strategical. He told me that he does things that might not always seem logical to others. He told me I make videos about his horse riding school, and then he makes philosophical videos. So I've been really thinking about these couple 6 years that I've been trying to put myself into a box on social media. No, I need to talk about this. No, I need to talk about that. I like anime, for example. So I spoke about Hunter x Hunter, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, One Piece, and then just speaking about anime. But then the people that I gathered on social media in the Netherlands on my Dutch Instagram page, they liked the videos I made about sports more. So I had sports as a theme. I had anime as something I liked to speak about. And then the topic God came all of a sudden, which today gonna be my first episode. It's gonna be in Dutch, so I will just make this. I'm making these videos in English now. Maybe in the future I will be doing English podcasts in my wedding dress, in my wedding suit. Yeah, like I just want to say to myself, if I've been trying to put myself in a box for the last 6 years and it didn't work, I want to ask myself, why do I feel bad about doing things that people on social media don't find logical? Maybe they even think it's messy. So coming back on the woman that I spoke with, which is 47 years old. This Friday is going to be her birthday, by the way, so she's turning 48. And I met her from this storytelling stand-up comedy night. She and I made an agreement. I proposed to her. That's funny, I proposed to her in my wedding. I'm in my wedding suit now. And I said, what if the last 2 months of this year we stop thinking about ourselves as if we're inferior, but we start thinking about ourselves as if we're great. Because I told her, it's not just the video that we've been looking at of you, but it's also me when I hear myself talking right now. Thoughts come, and these thoughts, they say, man, you're annoying. Man, I remember this moment. I was on this birthday, and my girlfriend, which is now my wife, she was like rolling with her eyes. I couldn't even grab her attention, social media, making videos, grab her attention for 30 seconds, going back to when I was 14, 15, 16 years old, having dinner at home, trying to tell my father a story in Bosnian, because my parents are from Bosnia. My language wasn't the best back then, it's better now. I couldn't grab his attention for 30 seconds, which is why in life I started to feel inferior and was scared to record videos like this, because what if I only have 30 seconds to give you a message? So one of my main goals in life is to give myself enough space in this world to tell my story, because my grandfather did so when he was 80 years old. I remember we were in Bosnia. He told me I experienced 3 wars. He kept telling all these different stories about his life. And as I was listening to my grandfather being 14 to 16 years old, I knew there's a deep truth to why he's telling these stories. Because also at the end of my life, I feel emotional right now, there's just the story of my life to tell you. That's all I have. I can tell you about how I got married, how I got kids. I don't have them yet now. How I met the love of my life, how I lived my life, started making videos, made this a career. It's all you actually have. And when comparing to books like the Bible, I respect them. Like having a story that's over a few thousand years old, I don't imagine my own story surviving for thousands and thousands of years and inspiring tons of people. That's why I surrendered to the story of Jesus Christ. I won't have a better story. And I also want to be part of his story. Not history, his story. But the only thing I can do is share with you what I've got. And that's this day of my life. Right now, this moment with you together in this small box. So the last 2 months of this year, I discussed with that woman, I'm gonna accept the thoughts that tell me that I'm great. I'm not gonna feel less. I'm gonna give myself space to share my story. And I hope you will do the same for these last 2 months of this year.